From Tuchel's doubts to England's midfield leader, how Jude Bellingham won over everyone at the World Cup. When England arrived at the World Cup, one of the biggest talking points wasn't just the team's chances of lifting the trophy. It was the role of Jude Bellingham. Despite already being recognized as one of the world's brightest young midfielders, there were still questions surrounding exactly how England head coach Thomas Tuchel would use him. Some reports suggested Tuchel had considered different tactical options, even looking at other players for key attacking midfield roles. But as the tournament unfolded, one player consistently answered every question on the pitch: Jude Bellingham. Instead of responding to criticism with words, Bellingham let his football do the talking. From England's opening match, the young midfielder looked completely at home on football's biggest stage. His energy, intelligence, and confidence immediately stood out. Whether England had possession or were defending, Bellingham seemed to be involved in every important moment. His ability to control the tempo of matches quickly became one of England's greatest strengths. He wasn't simply making short passes to keep possession. He was constantly looking to move the team forward, finding dangerous spaces, and creating opportunities for his teammates. What makes Bellingham so unique is his versatility. He can defend deep alongside the holding midfielders, carry the ball through pressure, create chances near the penalty area, and even arrive late in the box to score goals. Few midfielders in world football possess such a complete skill set at such a young age. Throughout the tournament, England relied heavily on his composure whenever matches became difficult. Whenever opponents increased the pressure, Bellingham never appeared rushed. His confidence with the ball allowed England to stay calm, while his work rate without the ball inspired everyone around him. According to reports during the tournament, Thomas Tuchel had initially explored different tactical ideas before fully committing to Bellingham as one of the team's central figures. As the matches progressed, those doubts disappeared. Bellingham's performances made the decision easy. Every game seemed to strengthen his importance within the squad. His influence extended far beyond statistics. While goals and assists always attract headlines, Bellingham's leadership became equally valuable. Despite still being one of the youngest members of the squad, he carried himself like an experienced veteran. He constantly communicated with teammates, encouraged players after mistakes, and demanded high standards from everyone around him. Those qualities cannot always be measured by numbers. They are often what separate good players from truly world-class performers. One of the most impressive aspects of Bellingham's tournament was his mentality. Professional football brings enormous pressure, especially when representing England at a World Cup. Every performance is analyzed by fans, television pundits, journalists, and millions of supporters around the world. Instead of allowing criticism to affect him negatively, Bellingham embraced the challenge. He has spoken about using outside opinions as motivation rather than distraction. Rather than responding publicly, he focused entirely on improving his performances on the pitch. That mentality became one of the defining stories of England's campaign. Every outstanding display seemed to silence another group of doubters. Football supporters often expect young stars to develop gradually over many years. Bellingham appears to be accelerating that timeline. His maturity with the ball is remarkable, but perhaps even more impressive is his maturity without it. He understands when to slow the game down. He recognizes when England need extra energy. He knows when to press aggressively and when to remain patient. Those decisions usually come from years of experience, yet Bellingham consistently demonstrates them despite still being early in his career. His chemistry with England's attacking players also continued to improve throughout the tournament. Whether linking with the forwards or supporting the defense, Bellingham acted as the connection between every area of the pitch. That balance helped England remain competitive against some of the world's strongest teams. For Thomas Tuchel, finding the right tactical balance is essential. Every successful international team needs players capable of adapting during matches. Bellingham proved he could perform multiple roles without reducing his overall impact. That flexibility gives England countless tactical possibilities. If Tuchel wants more attacking creativity, Bellingham can deliver. If England need additional defensive support, he provides that too. Few players offer both qualities at such a consistently high level. As England progressed deeper into the competition, conversations about Bellingham changed dramatically. Instead of asking whether he deserved such an important role, people began discussing whether he had become England's most influential player. That shift perfectly reflected his performances. Football careers often contain defining tournaments, moments where talented players become genuine superstars. For many observers, this World Cup felt like one of those moments for Jude Bellingham. Of course, football remains a team sport. England's success depended upon contributions from the entire squad, coaching staff, and support personnel. But every successful team usually has one player capable of raising the level of everyone around them. For England, Bellingham increasingly became that player. His consistency also deserves recognition. Many players produce one brilliant performance before fading slightly in the following match. Bellingham maintained an incredibly high standard throughout the tournament. That reliability is exactly what elite managers value most. You always know what you're going to receive: maximum effort, complete professionalism, and a relentless desire to improve. Looking ahead, England supporters have every reason to feel optimistic. Bellingham is still developing. If he continues learning and improving at his current rate, his best football may still lie ahead. That thought alone is exciting for England fans. The World Cup reminded everyone why Jude Bellingham is considered one of football's brightest stars. His technical quality, leadership, intelligence, and mentality combined to create performances worthy of the biggest stage. Perhaps the biggest lesson from this tournament is simple. Questions and criticism will always exist in football. Every great player faces moments of doubt. What truly matters is how they respond. Jude Bellingham answered those questions in the best possible way, not through interviews or social media, but through outstanding performances on the pitch. And by the end of the tournament, there was little debate left. The player who entered the World Cup facing tactical questions had emerged as one of England's undisputed leaders, proving exactly why so many believe the future of English football belongs to Jude Bellingham.